If you're seeing this video, we've been turned to dust. You don't feel well already.
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel so well, Tony.
I can't do it.
T-Pop here. Marvel Week 2.
What up, poppy heads?
I thought they were poppers.
Yeah, poppers. Poppers sounds good.
Like jalapeno pepper poppers.
No one says that. Who calls it a jalapeno pepper popper?
What do you call it?
A jalapeno popper.
But it's a pepper.
Jalapenos are already a pepper.
Argue
like saying chai tea.
in the comments. Anyways, let's get into it. We got another list of about 10 cards. Another lightning round. It's not really a lightning round. It's like a card that I think might be added to my list of Voltron commanders that I might think about for next year.
We're just going to continue the Marvel MTG reveals. So
absolutely.
Everybody's been talking about a lot of things lately. So yeah, the first one is the errata. Killmonger, the usurper.
Yes, it has a few words missing from the text. Reading it here on the card, it's going to be a 3-mana 3/3 with trample. Whenever Killmonger attacks, he gets +1/+0 for each artifact defending player controls. Here's where the few more words should be at. It should say, for each artifact defending player controls until end of turn. Or he gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each artifact defending player controls. So as written, he just gets...
He's busted as is. He would have been, that would have been a great villain. Makes sense for him, collecting artifacts and everything. But now that they've added the errata, do you think, what do we think about this card?
There's more text on this card too. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, that player sacrifices an artifact of their choice and you make a treasure token. So that part is less busted than the first half as written with the errata. It's probably fine. A lot of these rare legendaries in the commander decks.
Where do we place him? Like, is he now just like a mediocre commander if you use him as a commander?
I don't think, even as written, he dies to a lightning bolt because it's only a power boost.
That's true.
It's, if your group is playing removal, as they should be in interaction, not a big deal, I would say. Even as written, people will play this card wrong though, which is unfortunate, and there's, who knows where they're going to be able to reprint this.
They're not.
They're not going to reprint this. So people are going to play this wrong from now on, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. But you know, because we told you. Next card. No errata on this one. Molecule Man. This card is probably busted compared to Killmonger.
But yeah, Molecule Man, 6-drop, colorless. Legendary creature, human villain. Which I have a little thing about villains, but we'll get back to that. Non-land cards in your hand have Miracle 0. So you may cast a card.
What does Miracle do?
Miracle. It's like Miracle Whip, but it's not really truly a mayonnaise. Basically, you cast a card for the Miracle cost when you draw it. If it's the first card you draw this turn. This is awesome. The first card you draw that turn, cast it for 0. Is amazing. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting playability with Molecule Man, but also I feel like he'll be targeted right away. If that card pops up, I would expect him to be counterspelled, removed quickly, just because of that Miracle 0.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
No, Miracle does not say just your turn. The first card you draw on any turn, it gets around timing restrictions.
Yep.
You didn't know that, did you?
I did not know that, actually.
So I can brainstorm on your turn.
Okay.
Draw 3 cards. If that first card I draw is something I want to cast, I can reveal it and cast it for Miracle 0 on your turn.
When you draw, if it is the first card you drew this turn. Oh, and it's turn. So everybody's...
So you get up to 4 free spells per turn rotation if you're playing a lot of draw spells. With this as your commander though, you're stuck in colorless.
You can do some interesting things with the colorless commander. Not a lot, but
yeah, not a lot. Colorless options are pretty limited, but as a
99.
As a 99 card, yeah, this could be an interesting inclusion in actually anything with Eldrazi's. If this is your commander, you have to find the few limited decent cards that exist in colorless that draw you cards on a regular basis. But if you have one of those, this is going to be miracling out Emrakul's on your opponent's turns for free.
I mean, that's if
that sounds crazy.
I mean, yeah, an Emrakul for free. Yeah, that's busted. Not busted, it's just...
Wait till they unban 15 mana Emrakul.
Is he banned?
Yeah.
Why is he banned?
Exactly. Unban Emrakul. Next card.
No, that doesn't make sense.
We'll
come back to that. That's weird.
Living Laser.
This one, I'm a fan favorite of this one. I like this. I never knew about Living Laser. It is very, which by the way, they chose a lot of obscure villains. To me anyways, a lot of obscure villains
as we
and
noted
heroes.
In the other video, neither one of us are super familiar with Marvel outside of the MCU. I'm not a big comic book guy.
I know some things.
Yeah, I'm familiar with things that have made it to the mainstream, and I've watched like the X-Men movies and stuff from like the early 2000s as a kid. So I'm familiar with those guys. Fantastic Four, a lot of the bad movies that came out in the 2000s. I watched all of those as a kid, so I'm familiar with those characters. However, Living Laser, I've never seen this guy before. The art is sick. And what does he do?
So Living Laser, red. So it is a 4 colorless, 1 red. Haste. Whenever Living Laser attacks, for each card you discarded this turn, create a token that's a copy of Living Laser, except the token isn't legendary. That token enters tapped. Oh, sorry, the tokens. The tokens enter tapped and attacking. Exile the tokens at the beginning of the next end step. So, in a discard deck, you can really do some damage because you're going to attack with Living Laser and then create multiple copies of him that are also swinging. He is a 4/4. So, on a normal turn, you might get 2 extra copies of him. But, looking into this more, I kind of want to bring up another card, but we'll get back to this. I think we should put a pin on Living Laser right now.
Come back to it.
Because there's another card.
In the context of the other card?
Because there is another card that will do... that combos up with Living Laser really well.
Yeah, there's a lot of discard effects or abilities, including some that you can do for free, which we'll talk about later, that make this kind of just crazy.
Yeah, you can
crazy
do a lot
powerful.
Of things. Yeah.
It's gonna be, we could say this now, it's gonna be, as your commander in mono red, a very quick deck, or does nothing at all.
Exactly, yeah.
But to make it a little more consistent, we'll get back to it with the other card.
We're gonna put it in the 99, but we're gonna put a pin right there.
Next, we got Bob.
Who doesn't love Bob? The reluctant Hydra agent.
One of the few uncommons we're talking about, but he's in that Norrin vein. If you like Norrin, you like playing cowards for whatever reason. There's not many of them. This is like
how many are there? Like 3 or 4?
3, 4 if you include an uncard.
Okay. So
there are
3 main ones.
There are more warrior cards that make
cowards?
Things into cowards than there are actual cowards in the game. Bob, for a 1 and a black, you get a 2/2 legendary creature, human coward villain. Whenever Bob attacks alone, you return him to his owner's hand, and if you do, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So this is one similar to Norn, where each turn he's going to be disappearing because he's a coward. He's running away from combat. But unlike Norrin, where he blinks himself and he returns from his own effect, you have to recast Bob, reluctant Hydra agent.
You can, but there's multiple outlets for like infinite mana or just gaining mana on the turns. So at a 2-drop, it's not bad because he's not dying. You're only going to cast him for 2 unless somebody takes him out quick enough.
Norrin doesn't really do much when he enters, so you have to find the effects that make Norrin entering relevant.
Yeah.
what is the card called? Your impact tremors. You have to find your impact tremors. You have to get those in play, and then every time Norn blinks, he does something.
Yeah.
Reluctant Hydra agent here, Bob. He has it built in, but you have to attack, and you have to attack alone. So you're gonna have maybe a wall of creatures to defend yourself with, where Bob tries to attack, so that when he disappears,
it's on theme. Like you're setting yourself up. You're having Bob behind your wall of creatures, and then at that exact moment, he'll be like, "I'm gonna hit right now," because everybody, you're protected.
Yep.
I think with this, I don't know. He's uncommon legendary.
Yeah.
You can do the whole Sanguine Bond, Exquisite Blood.
Mono black if you're doing like a
mono
budget deck.
Just to pop it off.
Yep.
There is
a format actually, Pop PEDH, Popper EDH.
Oh, okay.
Where your commander has to be a uncommon.
Oh, okay.
Maybe this is doing something there. I'm not at least super familiar with.
So, yeah.
But there's a lot of options at uncommon for that format.
I'm gonna say there is a card that goes with it. Is another Hydra card. It's called Hydra Infiltration. This I'm just gonna mention really quick. I don't see it doing too well. I can't see it anyways. 4-drop, 3 colorless, 1 black. It's an enchantment. Whenever this enchantment enters, target opponent discards 2 cards. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So it's
doing what Bob's doing on an enchantment. So if you play Bob, you attack alone, he goes back to your hand, each opponent loses 2 life plus 1 life.
So it's 3, you can do 3.
Oh, this is target opponent and you gain a life, so.
Oh, okay.
So Bob's dealing 2 to each, then you select another person to take another damage or lose another life, and then you gain 3 life.
And so with this, you have the ability to really pick and choose. We're still talking about a Bob, but I was just thinking, like you brought up the Popper EDH. Maybe this will find its way into it.
Into the same decks,
because this is a common. This is a common enchantment. I don't think I will run that card, but it's a possibility for other formats.
Or any Voltron deck, like I'm going to be mentioning later, because you want to attack alone. So there's a lot of attacks alones with the Hydra stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe some Hydra decks will be inspired by attacking alone, a Voltron style play style. Next on the list, Cosmic Cube.
Ooh, this one looked really nice.
This one's interesting because it reminded me of another card I'll mention after. This is a 5-mana artifact with Ward 2. So if you try to target it, your spell will be countered unless you pay 2 mana. Whenever you attack, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You can cast a spell from among them with mana value less than or equal to the greatest power among creatures you control without paying its mana cost. The rest of those cards go to the bottom of the library. So you want something with high power.
Oh yeah, high power.
Attacking.
And
then you'll cast something with mana value less than that high power from the top 6 of your library.
Oh, I'm definitely putting it. Yeah. This is going to be one of those high creature things. Just reiterating what he just said. Yeah, why wouldn't you? I'd put this in, and then what would you consider a high value? Eldrazi's?
I don't think you even need to go Eldrazi's. If you're playing green.
Oh, okay.
Anything with like 5, 6, 7 drops.
Vorinclex.
Anything with 5, 6, 7 drops that's attacking wide.
Why did I say Vorinclex?
Because he is a 5, 6, or 7 drop in green.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. But this card, any deck where you're playing something like Chimil, the Inner Sun, this plays a similar role where Chimil is a 6 drop and cascades for 5 every turn. This does something similar. Instead of cascading until you hit something, you are looking at the top 6 and hitting the next biggest thing out of those 6. So Cosmic Cube is similar to Chimil. I'm going to continue to go back and forth. Chimil is similar to,
Cosmic Cube.
Cosmic Cube is similar to Chimil the Inner Sun, where Chimil is 6 mana, this is 5 mana. This has Ward 2. Chamil does not have Ward 2, but it prevents your spells from being countered. Chamil's going to cascade till you hit something. This only lets you look at the top 6 and hit the next thing with power less than your highest attacker.
Would you say because of 1 less mana, you get Ward 2? Would you say that's better than spells can't be countered? Or is that extra mana for Chamil, does it warrant the hey, spells can't be countered? Like, would you run both these cards in the same deck?
If you're not playing both, one or the other, depending on what your deck has more of. If your deck has a lot of high power attackers, maybe play this one. If your deck has lower mana value creatures that you just want to cascade into regularly.
Yeah, and your spells can't be countered. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you run both of these in a deck?
That's hard. I don't play any decks with Chamil in them. This card just reminded me of a similar effect. So in the comments, let us know. If you're playing Chamil, would you play this instead in addition to replace it?
Yeah, that's a good thing. Like, yeah, let us know if you would actually run them both, which one you choose over the other. Is the 1 mana difference a warrant for a swap?
Let us know. Next up on the list, this is the card we were mentioning earlier with Living Laser. I'll let you read it, but it's Misty Knight, Hero for Hire.
So 2-drop, 1 colorless, 1 red. We got a legendary creature, human detective hero. It's uncommon. 2 colorless, tap, discard a card, draw a card for each card you've discarded this turn. So it's a 3/1 also, by the way, which for a 2-drop, that's not bad. It's a decent hitter. But
it is
we're
an
going to be discarding
uncommon. We're not looking at this to be, an attacking creature because you want to tap this for its ability.
Yep. And there's multiple ways to untap creatures, and this is because it's a creature, and all you have to do is just pay mana to tap it
and discard a card. So you do have to have a card in hand to activate this ability.
Yes.
But that card that you're discarding will immediately replace itself with the ability. You're going to draw a card, at least 1 card for discarding.
Yes.
But
as long as you're going to be, it's already built in. You're going to discard a card, but you draw a card for each card you've discarded.
This isn't the cheapest looter out there. There are effects that tap, discard a card, draw a card.
Yeah.
But for 2 mana, in addition to the looting effect, you can draw maybe in a deck where you're discarding a lot, on average, maybe 2 to 3 per turn rotation, unless you have some other way and more colors to probably untap and tap. Yeah, maybe you're drawing at least or looting.
This is definitely not. I wouldn't use this as a commander. Yeah, this is part of the 99. Again,
everything in this set is legendary. Most of it's not your commander.
Yes. That's the funny thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only like a good 2 handfuls of legendaries that I'm going to run as a commander. This is definitely not one of them, but it gives you another out to discard.
Again, discard decks are not ones that I've played a lot, but this, I have a feeling, is one of those cards you're going to want to throw in those decks that have red, are discarding a lot. It's probably your black and red decks, I'm guessing. Discarding 3-4 cards, paying 2 mana, drawing 4 more cards.
Yeah. We should...
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, actually, that is pretty funny. We should do that, actually. I have an idea. What if we took one of these legendary creatures that you would run as a 99? What if we both took the same one and built a deck and see how our play... That would give you guys an insight into how we build decks, too. Drop us a comment saying which commander we should use out of these.
Right.
Out of these Marvel cards.
And then we'll each do a little deck tech video, or in one video do a deck tech and compare and contrast.
How our play styles... Shoot, we might even build the same deck because I've been playing with this guy. I have no idea, but
yeah, and maybe we do like a little screen cap of us building it out and throw that up.
You can see his stream. That would be fun.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
But back to Misty Knight.
Yeah, back to Misty Knight.
We'll come back to that. But yeah, back to Misty Knight. We got a discard. Go back to Bob for discarding a card. You can do. Wait, did I say Bob? It's not Bob.
Yeah, not Bob. Living Laser.
Sorry, Living Laser.
So with this card, in the Living Laser deck, where you're discarding already a bunch, you pay 2, tap, discard another card with Misty Knight to draw 3, 4, 5 cards, go to combat, Living Laser copies himself 3, 4, 5 times.
You're now hitting for 4. You're hitting for 4, but then you're copying, copying, and copying. It's going to be a really good way of doing that. Again, lower bracket, but it's another possibility. What are you doing?
You want to be on camera? All right, I gotta kick you out though.
A few moments later.
Loki.
Pick a hand.
I pick the right hand.
My right hand.
Yes, we're both facing the same direction. Let's trade. Let's trade. No,
What do you want to trade?
No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine.
I'll trade you.
I'll go with gut.
If you want to see this pack break, go to our Instagram. We gotta push them to the Instagram.
We're pushing you.
But we'll record that after this. We'll do it on the phone for sure. I'll trade you if you want.
No, it's okay. I'm okay with that.
Pack opening, Instagram. Go watch that. Yes, we did leave off at Loki. 2 Loki cards.
2 Loki. Low-key.
Loki, 2 Loki cards.
Now we're talking about Loki, the creature type, or Loki, his artifact and his...
Both. We're going to talk about both. Starting with Loki, God of Lies. 1 red for a 3/3 God, Sorcerer, Villain, Legendary Creature.
Interesting. Okay. More God cards.
Yes, a God card. There's I think him and Thor. Are there any other gods? I wasn't paying attention to God cards, but yes, if you're playing in things like Kratos, another god.
Oh, Ares. Ares, God of War.
Yep. So Loki says, whenever you cast a spell that targets only a single creature, gain control of that creature until end of turn. If it's your turn, you can untap that creature and it gains haste until end of turn. What are your initial thoughts on this? Because I have several.
I mean, it just gives me an outlet for tapping people's creatures and gaining control of them. This feels very MCU-like, where in the first Avengers movie where he starts taking over people with the scepter, he's controlling them. So this is on brand, if we're gonna go that route.
So pretty flavorful, you think?
Yeah.
Cool. I agree, very flavorful. When you're playing this as your commander though, this is straight politics.
Oh, okay. Like, in what way? Well, how would you do
Because
this?
so when I'm reading a card, I like to look for keywords that maybe force you to think about it one way,
Okay.
but mean you could play it another way. For example, in this card it says, if it's your turn,
Okay.
which means you don't have to play it during your turn. You can play it on other people's turns and get this effect,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So whenever you cast a spell that targets only a single creature, let's say your opponent goes, starts their turn, is about to go to combat, and you're like, hey, I don't want you to attack me with that thing. Are you going to attack me with that thing? Yes.
Okay, I'm seeing it.
Yes.
I'm seeing it.
I'm going to attack you with this thing. Okay, before you go to combat, I'm going to target it with X whatever. Fill in the blank there with some card. I'm going to take it. Now it's going to block whatever you decide to attack me with, unless you don't attack me with it.
You know what?
Send it somewhere else.
I see what you're getting at. Because especially if it's their only creature and they're going to attack you, they can't do anything.
Yeah, then they lose their combat, or they send it somewhere else, and you didn't have to spend that spell to target it. And then when it gets back to your turn, I'm going to target it anyways, and I'm going to use it to hit you in the face with it.
Because gains haste till end of turn.
Gains haste.
I like it. Okay, you're right. I see the benefits of having Loki, God of Lies. This is a highly political card. Definitely a deterrent. I don't know why you wouldn't. I think 3-drop commander, 3/3.
Yeah, as a commander, I don't know that it has enough colors to be like.
I don't think
very powerful. It's
red.
Fun, very fun for a mono red deck maybe. And then you can throw it into any of your other existing goad decks.
And so, okay, if we're goading, whenever you cast a spell, well, if you goad, it's never going to attack you anyway, so.
Right. Is the goad with this deck? Hold on, we're going to cut this out. No, Goat is on the Puppet Master, so no.
I know.
I lied. Not in the Goat deck.
But even if you were to do this as a political thing, you are manipulating just how much every person interacts with you, and it's pretty
Everybody has
solid.
to second guess their combat. Do I go to combat?
Yeah, because you're going to just, if they have multiple
swing at this
creatures,
guy?
you're just going to, okay, I'm just going to defend with your creature.
And even if they lie to you and they're like, okay, fine, I'm not gonna swing at you. It's like I'm swinging everything at you. You can take out the biggest.
Yeah.
You can't block
Just
with
cast
it.
an instant and just take his creature.
Take the biggest thing out of the equation, and then block what as you were going to or whatnot.
No, I think this is actually a
Very
really good
interesting.
card.
I don't think it-
3-drop, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't think it's the most powerful card, but it's very interesting, very fun, political. If you're into the talking to every player at the table, this is gonna force you to do that.
Yeah, I might throw this actually in one of my decks, just for the politics alone. I need more regular creatures in my Bellow deck, and this would help prolong my life. Yeah, this would be good.
Bellow, I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
Just as a regular creature, not what I usually put in there, but as a deterrent, it's actually
because Bellows is wanting more of the artifacts and enchantments that are mana value 4 or less. Speaking of artifacts.
4 or higher, but yeah.
Yeah, 4 or higher. This is not going to go in Bellow either, but Loki's Scepter is an artifact.
I was hoping we'd talk about this. Loki's Scepter, 2 colorless, 1 red. Legendary artifact. When Loki's Scepter enters, gain control of target creature until end of turn. So it's another thing. They're being very flavorful. They're using the Scepter as a way to control. Untap the creature. Until end of turn, it becomes a villain in addition to its other types and gains haste. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. This is a rare card. So I think that's very flavorful. I think if this was just 1 mana of 1 color, that would be pretty bad.
Yeah, because the last few years they've been trying to make 3 mana colorless artifacts that tap for 1 mana of any color and do another thing. That other thing just happens to just be mediocre most of the time, and those cards are uncommon. I think they pushed this one to rare and gave it an ability that actually does something worthwhile.
Yeah.
And then also tapping for 1 mana of any color. I mean, limiting it to red is unfortunate because now it feels still kind of like it could have been an uncommon, but it is coming out of the pre-con decks. So a lot more things that are only in the pre-cons get that rarity technically.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is very interesting, and I think it's doing better at that other thing in addition to being a 3 mana rock than a lot of the other 3 mana rocks are doing.
I actually do really like that. But yeah, Loki's Scepter. I think another great thing that I'm thinking about is blinking. You blink it because I want to do that enter ability, the enter trigger. So as soon as you enter, gain control. If you're not going to team this up with Loki, God of Lies, because God of Lies already does it. But with this, if you enter it once, you only get, add 1 mana of any color. Then it just becomes a rock. But if I'm going to be blinking, I can just
returning an artifact back to your hand over and over again, or a permanent back to your hand and targeting this and recasting it every
There's
turn.
something there with blinking this in and out because you'll get to control another target creature. You still get to tap it for mana of any color. That's what I was going to do. I think that's what it is. You use it to cast a spell to blink it or to do something. You blink it back in, you get 1 mana of any color you want because now it's back in untapped.
Yeah, you reset it.
You reset it, and you do something with that mana again, just continually trying to blink it in and out, tapping it for mana or an extra mana on that turn.
Right. So if there's like a way to repeatedly bounce something back to your hand, like an activated ability of a permanent in play that can return this back to your hand over and over again, and you can reduce the cost of it while also increasing the amount of mana it makes.
Yes.
That's like a 4 or 5 card combo, but that could be a very tricksy, Loki way of like stealing everything on board in a single turn.
Because you could do a discard trigger, enter trigger with this. You could do a tapping trigger with this. There's something there, like 4 to 5 cards. There's probably a combination.
Yeah, it's very convoluted, but it's very Loki flavor.
God of Lies, you know.
Very tricksy is how I would describe a 4 to 5 card combo, including this and Loki, and that could be very cool.
All right, next card.
We got the Puppet Master, String Puller. This card, another one from the commander decks.
Oh, another red.
Another mono red villain from the commander decks. It's a 2 and a red. For a 2/4, whenever you attack, goad target creature an opponent controls, it can't block this turn. And then whenever one or more goaded creatures deal combat damage to one of your opponents, make a treasure token. So
treasure. Who doesn't like treasure?
So as we all know, when something is goaded, it cannot attack you. It must attack one of your opponents, and it must attack when able. So the second half of this, whenever one or more goaded creatures deal combat damage to one of your opponents, make a treasure token. Unless they block with something, you're going to get a treasure token. Because if they just that thing must attack me, okay, it's not your fault it has to attack me. A lot of times people just like let the damage come through. Or they try to block it in a way that nothing dies.
And I think the wording on this is really nice because it's whenever you attack. Not this creature itself, but whenever you attack, you get to do this.
Yeah, so you can attack with the small 1/1. It can die in combat, but you still get that trigger to target something and goad it.
Yep.
Forcing it. So maybe this is a deck like, you ever heard of the Flying Men? Like a Flying Men deck?
Okay, yeah.
So there's the original Flying Man. It's the 1 mana 1/1 flyer.
Oh,
so you just play a bunch of Flying Men. Flying Men are played in what's the ninja with Commander Ninjutsu? The blue-black.
I just looked at, not Go Shintai. MTG, Ninja.
Both of us have been afraid to build this deck, so we're not very familiar. But I know that deck plays Flying Men.
Yuriko?
Yuriko, yeah, of course.
Yuriko?
Yeah, neither one of us has built Yuriko because we already know what Yuriko is going to do.
Is it that one?
That's the one.
Okay.
So you play a lot of Flying Men in Yuriko to get them through, because if you read Yuriko, whenever...
It's already here.
Oh, our food's here already. Wow. Third time skip of the video.
Yep.
A second time skip. And then we're going to have food in front of us.
Do it later.
Yeah, we'll go.
That was fast.
Yeah. So, Puppet Master, similar to a deck like Yuriko where you want to play Flying Men to just get the combat in with something cheap and evasive.
Okay.
Maybe Puppet Master is a similar way where you just play 1 mana hasters that just get the trigger of Puppet Master to force other combats.
I think a very interesting thing with Puppet Master would be is if you had, I'm going to go back to it, Roaming Throne, double the, not Roaming Throne. What's the one that doubles attacking triggers?
Oh, Ishin.
Ishin. You do this.
You play this in the 99 of Ishin.
Yes.
Yeah.
You goad 2 creatures each time you attack.
Yep, and then they can attack you because Ishin's a deck where you want to all-out attack because all of your attack triggers are doubled.
This would be great. Yeah, I think this would be a good one.
This is maybe not one of the things that attacks, but whenever you attack, you're already swinging out with a bunch of other stuff that's going to get doubled attack triggers. So this...
And think about it, you're getting treasure tokens on top of that. So you've doubled up your treasure tokens, you've doubled up your attacks.
You won't get doubled up on the treasure token. Well, actually, no, you would, because that creature, when it deals damage
to an opponent,
you get, So now you have 2 of those things attacking.
You have 2 more, you have an extra chance at
getting that treasure.
Seeing if the attack damage of an opponent will get through.
Interesting, yeah.
So
this is, I think, I don't know if it's I haven't built Ishin myself, but this might be just straight up auto include an Ishin where you're already doubling attacks.
Doubling attacks, goading, and
because it's protection for you. Like I said, you're going to all out swing usually in Ishin to double all those attack triggers.
It seems like it's the red. I feel like the reds are
the red in this precon. Very cool.
I was just going to say
we've talked about 3 mono red precon cards already.
I was just going to say the reds in this set are actually doing pretty well.
Agreed.
Which brings me up to the next one, Human Torch.
Oh yeah,
Human Torch and the precon.
Human Torch and the precon.
And the Fantastic Four precon. So
this is the one most people are saying, ourselves included. If you're buying the precon,
you want to make that the commander.
make that the commander, start there, and then as you upgrade the deck or switch things up, move on to the other commanders as your face card.
Yeah, because
That makes sense.
yeah, but it looks like the reds have been going really strong in this, so we could be wrong.
Agreed. So what does the Human Torch do? Now that we know it's
So
just
it's a
going to be
4-drop.
when you start
Four
with.
drop. It's Human Torch. That's it. Not Human Torch Johnny Storm. It's just Human Torch. It's gonna at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've cast a non-creature spell this turn, Human Torch gains flying, double strike, and haste until end of turn. And then the bottom text: whenever Human Torch attacks, you may pay red, green, white, blue.
What's the name for that color combination?
That 4 colors
to be fair, I don't think there's any set name. There's no like
set name.
there's no.
That one I at least know. The 4 color ones I know. If you do, until end of turn, whenever he deals combat damage to an opponent, he deals that much damage to each other opponent. You can see why they would want you to run this as the commander instead, or why it would be more popular. It's casting a non-creature spell, you get haste, flying, and double strike. And then on top of the double strike, if you pay the other colors, you get to do that much damage to everybody else at the table. You will then...
Notable thing though, is it doesn't have haste by default. You have to cast a non-creature spell alongside it in the same turn to be able to sneak it in.
That's fine,
So
if you wanted to
four
sneak it in.
mana is not expensive for a commander the first time. This dies. The second time, you're less likely to have that mana for that non-creature spell.
That's fine. He's a flyer. He's a flyer. He'll be fine.
He's not a flyer by default either.
That's true, but
He doesn't have any of these
I'm
things.
going to cast a non-creature spell. By the time I have like 4 or 5 mana, I will have probably casted a simple non-creature spell, an artifact.
But you have to cast it in the same turn.
I'm not going for haste. I'm going to have him out before. I don't care about
so
haste.
you're saying on your first cast, you're not worried about the haste.
I'm not caring.
You'll have other creatures attacking.
Yeah, I'm already going to have him out. I don't care about haste. I'm looking at the flying and
you've been
double
building
strike.
up the board state, and then you're just going to get him out there to set up for the next turn.
Correct. Because I'm going to use this in conjunction with the card that doubles damage or triples damage. Because
those are all 4/5. No, those are all like 5/6 mana, I believe.
Yeah.
So you're going to set this up turn 4, maybe turn 3 if you have an extra mana. Then the next turn, double it again. This thing now gets to swing in, or you cast. Well, no, that will be your setup.
Yep.
You cast the doubler. That's your non-creature spell. This now has flying.
And I want to make sure that it's the... Which card is that? Which card is that? Yeah, there it is. Furnace of Wrath. If a source would deal damage to a creature or player, it deals double that damage to that creature or player instead. Fiery Emancipation is the one I was probably thinking about. That's the triple. That's the triple one.
Yep. There's several of these. Soul Film, I believe, does some doubling.
So anything that has to deal
top.
with doubling and tripling source damage, I would probably use in conjunction with Human Torch, just because I'm going to deal it to the whole table.
Yep.
I'll probably be hated off the table, but that's fine.
you have to pay that 4 mana each time you want to do that.
That's fine.
So there's a lot of setup. And we're talking pre-con level, so if you're just doing a slight upgrade to the pre-con, adding stuff like that might be cool with Human Torch as your face commander. If you go to the other face cards, any of the other Fantastic Four, you're probably not going to go this route of doubling the damage. This is the one where you'd want those as upgrades.
Correct. Yeah.
Makes sense. Cool. And last week we did a lightning round of Voltron commanders. I think this week there was a much shorter list. The only other thing I saw that might be on my short list of Voltron commanders for next year would be Ant-Man, Elusive Avenger.
Oh, I do like that one. That one is a fun one.
So the new Ant-Man, Elusive Avenger is a blue and a red for a 1/2 human rogue hero. The art on this is really cool too.
I do like
where
that.
He's
That
like
full art.
Tiny at like the molecular level. But he cannot be blocked. Ant-Man can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Whenever Ant-Man deals combat damage to a player, create that many treasure tokens.
Oh, I'm gonna have what is the card we just looked at? The red one, creating treasure, the goad.
Oh yeah. Whenever he deals that much damage.
Misty Knight? Was that Misty Knight? No, that wasn't Misty Knight. The one we just looked at. Puppet Master.
Puppet Master.
For the goading it, just to get more treasures. This would be fun.
Yeah, you can play this alongside that, especially in like a limited when you're doing your pre-release. There's going to be several ways to make treasures, it looks like. But this one basically has the same text as the green dragon everybody's afraid of. Whenever a creature you control deals damage to a player, make that many treasure tokens. But if you play this is the blue-red version of that, and it can't be blocked.
Is it?
You're right. Good job.
Yeah, that one's been nailed into my head, so I got that.
All right. So yeah, that was the only new Voltron commander I saw that I might put on my list of decks to build next year.
How would you do this as a Voltron deck? How would you do that?
He can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. So what I would try to do is stack him up with things that don't necessarily increase his power or toughness, or maybe they increase his toughness.
Oh, just make him bulky?
Just make him like super defensive, and then maybe you play something like a Doran-esque card, something that they deal damage with their toughness instead.
Yeah, okay.
And then when he deals damage, you make tokens equal to the damage dealt, which would be his toughness.
There's something there.
That could be interesting because it's like not focused on power, raw power at all. It's just how big can we make the butt?
Yep.
And then swing in. And then he can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. That's the part that... So you have to look for abilities that deal damage with toughness, not swap power and toughness, because then he can be blocked again.
Correct, yeah.
By things that are smaller. And then he would die because he's got potentially 1 power if you're only focusing on toughness.
Yeah. Okay,
so
I can see it, okay.
So that one, we spent a little more time on it than we did last week's Voltron Commanders, but there is only one this week, so we figured we'd spend a little more time on it. Then this week, all the commander decks were revealed, and this is going to be the lightning round because there are a lot of good reprints, and I'm just going to list off a few. You can list off a few. I saw Spark Double, another A clone that's been reprinted a few times but doesn't get a reprint that often.
I think I saw Time Warp. Time Warp was another one that was a good reprint. I think it's going to be great.
Of course. Plaza of Heroes is getting its, I think, 3rd reprint with new art and the statues on it of like all the heroes because it's a plaza of like heroes.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, you haven't seen the art for that one yet.
I haven't seen the art. I think it'll be good. I mean, if they're pulling from comics, it should be fine.
Great art. Like that one.
Sword.
Good card.
Didn't they do a sword?
Yeah, Sword of the Animist is getting a reskin.
Oh, okay.
So another reprint of Sword of the Animist with new art and a new name if you like that that style of reskinning things with the text below.
Yeah. And
then Loyal Retainers.
Loyal Retainers, okay.
Yeah, this is a reprint that doesn't come around all too often, and it's like gets printed into the dirt. I think like that reprint brings the price down pretty low, and then it just slowly builds up over time, and then every reprint dumps the price again. So this is one. Pick it up while you can.
I think, so he just did that list. I think I have one thing that I want to talk about real quick that we haven't seen, and I think some people are talking about it. Where's Ghost Rider?
Oh.
Where's Daredevil? Luke Cage? Iron Fist?
Yeah, we're not big Marvel comic heads, but we know about these characters, and we didn't see them.
It's because Captain America got a motorcycle. Ghost Rider's motorcycle would have been really, really sick. Also, having his chain.
As like an artifact or something?
Like an artifact.
That would have been cool.
You could do his penance stare as an instant. There are so many things that got me curious, got me thinking, why didn't they put him? Why didn't they put him in this set? Are they waiting for another one?
As we discussed last week, because the stones are coming out 1 per set, we probably have 4 more sets.
Yeah. Will they do the Midnight Suns? Will they do the darker stuff? Who knows? Leave us.
Yeah.
What do you think? Which card do you want to see? What hero or villain or side character would be? I mean, we got Willie Lumpkins, the mailman, before Ghost Rider. That's all I'm saying.
Is the Punisher Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Marvel?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, maybe we get like just a pure dark set with like the Punisher and more of like the R-rated type.
Yeah. I mean, he is going to be in the next Spider-Man movie. We've seen the teaser and the trailer for it. So Will they go that route? Because there are some cards in here, like Loki. He has a scepter. That was an MCU thing. Are they going to kind of do the trend of following the MCU? Are we going to get those cards?
I don't think so. I don't think we're going to get MCU because
We got She-Hulk.
Yeah, but all of the MCU is inspired by the comics.
No,
and this is Marvel Comics.
It is.
But we've been getting some personalities, like faces from the MCU on cards, so...
That's all I'm saying. Are they going to follow the trend of the movies? Are they going to engage it off of that? Then are they going to release it? Or are they going to do secret layers?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Also, think about it. Ghost Rider's face, flamed, foiled out. Like, just his face with Ghost Rider in the background. Maybe some, like, chain border. I think that'd be really sick.
That could be interesting.
Anyways, make it happen.
Yeah. And if you want to see this little quick pack battle, go to our Instagram. You'll see what we got. And follow us here, like, subscribe, engage, please. It helps. It helps, but hey, we do this for you guys, but at the same time, a little subscribe here and there, a little like goes a long way for us. So, thank you. Is that it? Bye.
Oh yeah, bye.